Niggas lit, niggas sick, never slick, niggas do the quiz, see the drift.
So it's your boy SKANDOUZ, the hip hop original, and we're here. This is episode number 7, season 3 of the head-to-head series. And I'm here with an absolute dope MC that we came across online, and we've been eager to, speak to this brother. And yeah, man, definitely want to welcome the one and only King Shampz. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the head-to-head series. How you feeling, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling blessed, man. It's been a long time coming. We've been building on this, man, and now we finally had a day to do what we do best, man. So I'm all good, brother. I'm all good. I appreciate the opportunity.
Wicked, man. Wicked, man. We've been checking out your music, man, and we're definitely feeling what you're doing. So this is an opportunity, obviously, for our audience in the UK and across Europe to get to know you a bit better. And so the first question we usually kick off with, man, is King Shampz. How did you find your way into hip hop? Where did it begin for you?
Oh man, it started off at an early age, man. Me and my brother Zan, who also was the co-founder of Dead Wrong Records, our record label. We started rapping early, man. Like we started rapping and producing and like really getting into music at an early age. We were surrounded by music, you know what I mean? Our mom and dad played every genre of music. So we were well equipped to kind of do what we're doing today. You know what I'm saying? We just decided to just make it more of a serious thing when we became teenagers. And now here we are, man. We want to be the best. We want to be a lead at everything we do. And we want to make sure that we leave no stone unturned, man, as far as like making really dope elite gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? So it started from an early age listening to all the greats, man. You know what I'm saying?
So obviously coming from because you're from West Philly, right?
Yes, sir, West Philly.
So coming from West Philly, who would you say were your early inspirations when you started to pick up pen?
Well, to tell you the truth, if we're gonna talk about Philly inspirations or just all together, I'll answer both.
Just in general, man. And we can move it to
Okay, so for Philly inspirations, of course, you start talking about Beanie Siegel, State Prop, The Roots, Will Smith, who's from here, Schoolie D, who originated gangster rap. He's from West Philly. You know what I'm saying? Those guys especially. I grew up in the DVD era where you saw, your Reed Dollars, your Meek Mills, your Georgia Heads, all of those guys that were like from that era. Right now, one of the dudes that we looked at that was from that battle rap era, you probably know him now as RJ Payne. RJ Payne was originally Rain Man from that battle DVD rap era and everything. He kind of came up from that. So from Philly, those were definitely some of the people, Quilly Mills and all those guys. They were definitely guys I looked at when I was younger as a teenager. The more and more I became more of a student of hip hop, I started studying more of the greats. Your Nas's, your Jay-Z's, your Scarfaces, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, Tupac, all of those guys, Big, if I haven't said him already. All of those dudes really influenced me to be the artist I am. And UGK, Screwed Up, like everybody, like listening to those guys really gave me that inspiration. Dre and Snoop, of course, huge inspirations for me. So anybody that really was dope and nice, I just was soaking in the game, man. Soaking in the game. So that's what really kind of put me in the lane of saying, you know what, in order to be great, you got to study the greats. So I just sat back, observed, and perfected my craft.
Amazing, man. Amazing. So the name King Shampz, man, I imagine that might not be your first name. How did we arrive at King Shampz?
Well, it's funny, I always answer this question because it's such a unique name. Yeah. It actually has more than one meaning. Some of the meanings are leader, son of God, and king all together. And that's like multiple meanings, you know what I mean? Of all noble, you know what I mean, strong. It has a lot of different meanings. So I just took on that name because it was something original. And then there's a couple of guys that come from our city that I know and have been around that are like some real, you know, street dudes, you know, name that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like kind of the best of both worlds, so to speak, as far as like coming up with a name. And then it's original. Like if you see Shampz anywhere, you're going to know that it's me. It's not Little This or Big Dad or, you know, like anything else that you can kind of get caught in the middle with. You know what I'm saying? So like when you hear King Shampz as an original thing, like, oh shit, like it must be one of him because I don't know nobody else named that. You know what I'm saying? No. So yeah, I wanted to make something that stood out for sure, bro, for sure.
100%, man. No, I totally hear that, man. Totally hear that. Now, so your first, how did you get in the game, like musically, man? I mean, did you come up through the battling scene, or when, at what point did you like really like come out like seriously as a MC?
I think the record that I did with me and my brother, it was called 360. And that was a record I dropped when I was about like 18 or 19. And at that point in time, we had been talking about rapping and producing and having our own label and stuff, but for some odd reason, certain situations just didn't materialize the way we wanted them to. So we just figured, why not just do it on our own? Why not, you know, do it on our own and be for self? And we decided to say, okay, let's really take the necessary steps to do music, you know what I mean? Be hip hop artists and really take this thing serious. And that was the first record we put out. It achieved some moderate success. And once we saw that people were really fucking with the music and the style that we were putting forward, was like, oh, okay, this could be something we can do. This would be something that we can go on and hit and excel at. So I'd say 360 was like the first record for us when we really like hit the scene and started promoting records and understanding the business, understanding how to promote, understanding interviews, understanding how to network. Like it all was like one fell swoop.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. And I guess that the advantage, what would you say is the advantage of being independent compared to, you know, some of these younger artists that, you know, they don't understand the grind, you know, like going out selling CDs and, you know, just the early independent MCs, man, they just feel like they're built different. Like the level of grind was just a lot harder back then.
I think you hit it right on the head, bro, as far as the level of grind and the level of going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're pushing your product, you're the only one that's pushing your product. You know what I'm saying? So you have to treat it almost like your baby. You have to treat it like something that is attached to you because it is. You know what I mean? It's your brand that you're trying to build. It's your audience that you're trying to go in here and build, and you're trying to reach people. So you have to put the work in. You got to do your interviews. You know, you have to push your music to radio. You have to have radio edits. You have to have bios. You have to have your EPKs. You got to have your business together, headshots, all of those different things. And that's even before you get to the music of when you're talking about creating a sound that people are going to fuck with. You know, learning about demographics, saying if I do a certain kind of music, how can I push it to these people that actually will appreciate it? You know what I mean? And building your own lane. So it's a hell of a grind, man. It's a hell of a grind. And that's why a lot of people don't embrace it, because every day you are doing something that has something to do with building this shit up. So I enjoy it, man. I mean, you have the creative freedom. You know what I mean? Of course, you want to go in here and link in with more major companies, but you want to do it more so from a partnership standpoint than an actual artist to label standpoint. You know what I mean? If I'm doing anything with a label, or if Dear Wrong Records is doing anything with a label, it has to be more of a 50-50 kind of partnership. But up to that point, like doing it independent, like you can drop music when you want, you can drop your videos when you want, and you control your content. And I think that that's very important in today's age. You got to control that content.
Yeah, of course, man. And how would you say your business model has adapted to the changing, landscape in terms of technology? Whereas we don't necessarily sell CDs anymore. Everything is all DSP, stream. How would you say you've adapted to that?
I mean, I come from a business mindset anyway. Studying people that actually are great in finances and great in, building businesses from the ground up. I'm always constantly reading and doing research to go in here to make sure that our brand is one of the best brands out. You got to go with the times, man. You got to hustle. You know what I mean? And having my street background too, nothing was handed to me. Nothing was handed to us. So we know how to hustle. And we understand, hey, certain shit may be selling. Certain shit may not be selling anymore. You know what I mean? It's like if, a pizza spots went out of business or a dance crazes went out, like you're not going to keep doing the fucking lean with it, rock with it. And ain't nobody did that dance for 40 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to be able to do that. So you have to adapt and figure out what's going on. So I'm constantly looking at new ways to market. And I feel right now social media is great because it allows you to, promote your shit, like how we've connected. We would have never connected back in the day without social media. You know what I'm saying? So using these different tools that you have, which is your phone, your tablet, or whatever the case may be, you can build your program, build your brand from the ground up, and you're controlling it. So it's dope just to know that, okay, I can promote this on my own. I can get on my phone and upload my content. I can get on my tablet and upload my content. I can go to the studio and, record as many songs as I want and just flood them. You know what I'm saying? Like I have control over all of those things. So you have to be able to adapt, and you have to say, hey, we're not selling CDs anymore. Everything's going through streaming. You know what I mean? You have to be able to connect and interact online and have an online presence in it. You have to know about algorithms. You have to know about demographics. You have to know about all of these different things in order for your music to move. So as far as our business model and movement, we're learning every day because as you know, bro, this shit changes every day, bro. It's a new app that's doing this. It's a new app that's doing that. And you just have to be 10 steps ahead of everything as far as just researching every day and trying to find ways to make your brand bigger.
Real talk, man. And I mean, obviously with the label, was it Dead Wrong Records? How are you finding it? Obviously putting out your own music, developing other artists, and because have you guys hit the road? Have you gone outside of Philly and across the rest of America yet with your music?
Done shows a lot of places, man. Outside the states, inside the states, you know what I mean? Anywhere we can go in and do shows and promote the brand. So we're always moving around. And then even if we can't move around, we have social media again, where it's like on here and see what's going on in these other countries that appreciate the kind of music that we're putting forth, and the different kind of artists that we're pushing for, that respect bars, respect gangster shit. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the guys that do melodies, but that's not our twist. We bar dudes. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to them, but we have our own lane, and we're building that. You know what I'm saying? You start talking about moving around and doing shows and getting your name out there. It goes back to building a culture with your label and what you want to be known for. You know what I'm saying? So everything with the artists and the project we dropped, Dawn of the Dead, which is available on all platforms right now. We basically, do what you do best. We're not gonna put chains on your game. Like if you rap that gangster shit, get on here. You know what I'm saying? Rap it to the best of your ability and push this shit forward, man. So when you're talking about building your brand up and being known for something, that's what we've been doing with Dead Wrong. Dawn of the Dead was the start of it. I'm actually recording my project now, Rise of Corleone. That's going to be coming out really soon. I got some tracks for that. And we're just trying to change the landscape, bro. We're just trying to change the landscape, man.
Because some of the cuts that you sent us, like Forbes Niggas, My Block, hot shit. Are these cuts that are going to be a part of your next solo, or are these just singles?
Those records are off of Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
They're off of the actual project. We've just been moving because I truly believe that content never gets old. You know, I feel like people in society today have this thing of instant gratification where it's like, okay, you'll drop a project or you'll drop an interview, and it's like, okay, what's next? And it's like, hold on, wait a minute. We got damn near 20 billion people in the fucking world. All of them ain't heard this. Let me continue, you know what I mean, to promote it and put some pep in its step. So we've been moving around with those records.
Right.
You know, not to get off track, but like when you look at a lot of different artists now today, they are controlling their content to a point where you look at somebody like a Lizzo. Lizzo's record, like Good as Hell, had been out for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. Independent. You know what I mean? Mars, even though he was signed to Atlantic, that record, the Finesse record with Cardi B, that was a 2-year, 3-year record. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Taylor just revitalized her track, which was like 2 or 3 years. So you've got to be able to your content. You know what I'm saying? So those records that I sent you are off of that project. I'll be sending you some more stuff, some exclusive stuff with Roz and Corleone. Like I said, that's going to be a solo project. But yeah, man, like we've been promoting everything. And we got 2 records out now, 2 in MGM that I'll go in here and send you too. They've been doing numbers too, man. So that's like the new wave of music that we're doing.
Nice. And how would you say, obviously from the initial project, was it King of Kings, Volume 1? Yeah. How would you say that the sound has evolved since then up until Dawn of the Dead?
Oh man, that's a hell of a question, man. I feel that we've evolved in such a great way because what we did is we found our comfort zone. We actually found what works for us, and we started to enhance in that comfort zone. It's like this, right? If you look at like, you know, sports, you look at a Steph Curry or a LeBron or, you know, Michael Jordan or whoever else, that's just like a hell of a player or a football player, you know, a Pele or Ronaldo, whoever. Like, these guys found their niche, whatever it was that they did, and they became better and better and better at it and made themselves so all around that it was no denying their talent. That's what we did with our sound. Where it was like, if you go back and you listen to Kings of Kings, it's like, oh, nah, these guys are dope. They can spit, you know what I mean? They're doing their thing. But now if you listen to Dawn of the Dead, it is a drastic change in the right direction from us feeling comfortable with the production, feeling comfortable with lyrics, you know what I mean? Really being in your zone, you know what I mean? Almost like when you heard Biggie on Victory, and that was like his last recorded track, like he was on a whole nother level, bro. Yeah. He was like comfortable with who he was as an artist, it started to evolve even more. So I feel like with us, that's what we've been taking. Like it's been a total evolution in the right way for us. Yeah, that's incredible, man. And I can see from the lineup, man. The other features on Dawn of the Dead, are they all signed to the label or are they just collaboration? Black, Frio, and Ra are on Dead Wrong Records. Def Soldier and Pretty Bully are heavily affiliated with us. They do their own thing. Shout out to Def Soldier. He's actually doing a tour right now. Pretty Bully, she's doing her thing as well. She's been locking down some shows in New York. So they're real talented artists. But Ra, Black, and Frio are on the label. They're on the label. We just wanted to go in ahead and show off other spitters from other places because we just felt like they fit the project so perfectly. And they love back and forth, so that's why they hopped on there, man. Talented artists.
Amazing, man. And so is there any exclusive details that you can give us from your upcoming solo project? Are there any features that we should look out for?
Oh, for better or worse, man, this all me.
Yeah,
This all me on it, from top to bottom. Because a lot of different people started reaching out. Dawn of the Dead really opened up a lot of doors, and we thank God for that. You know what I mean? Like the blessings just kind of started coming in and moving, where it was like a lot of different label heads and different people in high places that was like, yo, we need to get like a solo project from you. And a solo project from everybody else, but they wanted me to go in here and drop something solo. And I was like, fine, that's cool. You know what I mean? I embraced that, man. I love that shit. I love the pressure of it. You know what I mean? To succeed and excel and really believe in what you're doing. So it's all me on this project. Rise of Corleone is basically what we call my neighborhood in West Philly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the rise of us, the rise of the neighborhood, the rise of, you know, what we embody for D.R. Records. So yeah, it's a whole solo joint, entirely produced by Zon, who's my brother, my blood brother, same mom, same dad. So yeah, we ready, man. We ready to take it, man.
That's incredible, man. And when can we expect the first single of this project?
Looking at about a month or so, bro, to be honest. I'm thinking about a month. We're actually going back and forth on dates to go on in here and release the single. And we also want to kind of go in here and package it up with a visual as well. You know what I mean? To like really make like the anticipation, like super build. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking probably like in a month or so to drop the first single for sure. I think extremely impressed at how exceptional it is.
Amazing, man. Amazing. So on your personal bucket list as an artist, man, are there any particular artists out there that you'd want to collab with in the future?
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Definitely I want to do something with Jay. I want to do something with Nas. I want to do something with Face. I want to do something with Dre and Snoop. I want to go ahead and do something with like a Jada Kiss. As far as like artists out today, I fuck with Schoolboy Q. I fuck with Matzo Cream, Lil Baby. I like him. I like some of the stuff that he's doing. Ski Mask, the Slump God. Like there's a lot of dudes that have like different styles and shit that I fuck with. That a lot of people won't even think I listen to, but I fuck with those. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the newer guys I would go in here and work with, but definitely all the legends. Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, like I want records with all of them. I do something with Griselda, man. Griselda really brought them back, man. Shout out to them brothers too. I definitely will work with them.
But I mean, in terms of artists from Philadelphia, man, anyone in particular?
Yeah, definitely my crew. You know, definitely my crew all from the same city. You know what I'm saying? Outside of us, definitely I would do something with I think RJ Payne's pretty dope. Quilly, he's basically a Philly legend here. I would do something, you know what I mean? I'd do something with PNB Rock. Anybody that wants to go in here and do like dope music, I definitely am down for. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, man. And when should we expect to see you over in the UK, man, or Europe?
Oh man, listen, bro, we are legit working with some booking promoters and some booking agencies that are able to go on ahead and land us over there, man. We really want to go on ahead and put together at least like a 6 to 8 city tour. You know what I mean? Just to like really be over there, have merch ready, have everything together. I'm actually waiting on my passport right now, bro. Like that shit taking a little bit just because of everything's going on with the pandemic and all of those different things. But squared away. We're getting squared away. We want to really do something with like a 6 to 8 city tour and just really come over there and wreck and show guys what we can do.
Nice, man. And I mean, since you mentioned it, man, I mean, how did the pandemic affect you as an artist? Did it, you know, was you more active or did you sit back for a bit? How did it affect you?
To be honest, I think that's a great question. to be honest, I think it affected me greatly in a way of getting after it, because I looked at it. I did an interview with Spitfire Hip Hop in Texas. Shout out to Jimmy Lincoln, real dope dude. We were sitting there talking about it in the midst of the pandemic, where people barely could get haircuts or anything. Like, shit was just crazy out here. We were talking about it. He asked me the same question. I said, I feel like right now we're building a dynasty, man. I feel like we're building a dynasty. I felt like I was looking at everybody and I was saying, wow, regardless of anybody's social status or financial status or whatever, it set the whole world back to zero to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, nobody really has a step with anyone right now. Of course, certain more people are paid than others or have certain situations, but as far as being effective and pushing your brand, everybody was sitting.
Yeah.
Everybody had. I looked at it more from an opportunity to take advantage of everybody sitting and saying, you know what? I'm gonna hit up all the bloggers. I'm gonna hit up all of the people that's putting out content, collaborate with them, network with them, put all the music out. So guess what? Now, when the pandemic is done or the pandemic is slowing down, I got 8 interviews in a week. I got tour situations coming up. I got merch deals on the table. I have all of these different things because I was putting in the work while everybody was panicking during the pandemic. I was preparing during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked at it from that way, where it was like, yo, this is a great time to really build your brand, because everybody was set back from that. So I just was whole thing, man. Dawn of the Dead, the whole project is recorded during the pandemic.
Oh, nice. Incredible.
And like everything was recorded during that time. So it was just a matter of looking at the situation and saying, let me look at the positive instead of the negative and take full advantage.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. 100%. And you know, I know I would say it's still relatively early in your career, but this is a question we always ask in our interviews. What would you say is the King Shampz legacy, man, when it's all said and done?
Oh man, I feel like I'm one of the best rappers to ever grace the mic, man. I truly believe that shit. I truly do. I don't think that it's not too many people that have such a unique style that I have, that bring a certain kind of lyricism to what I'm doing. And that's no shot, no disrespect to anybody else, because I want everybody to feel the same way about themselves. I'm not like one of those narcissistic egomaniac people who's like, oh no, I'm the best, and I don't care. Nah, like there's a lot of dope artists out here that are doing their thing, and they should feel that they're elite. You know what I mean? Like, in the Hall of Fame in football, basketball, or soccer, ain't one motherfucker in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, thousands of people that have contributed to the culture. So with me, I feel like the legacy that I'm building right now and I'm continuing to build is greatness, man. I feel like it's elite lyricism. I feel like I'm making abstract hustler music. Like, you'll never hear like those kinds of beats where something old, something new, something pearl, something blue is lit, but it still gives you that formula of real bars and song structure, but we still got hooks too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With our shit, we still got something where you can bob your head a little bit instead of just feeling like, you know, a motherfucker just read the thesaurus or dictionary for like 9 straight minutes in a row. Like, it's like, damn, like what the fuck? Like, you know, I'm not getting it. So the King Shampz legacy, man, I feel like it's just straight being elite. It's straight about building a culture and showing people that, guess what? Hustler rap is not dead. Like, I feel like I embody that. You know what I mean? I feel like I embody that in every lyric, every flow that I put forth. So for sure, that's how I feel.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. That's incredible. Yeah, and we definitely encourage all our listeners, man, to, you know, check out Dawn of the Dead on Dead Wrong Records, man. We're going to continue to support your music, so please keep sending it to us. You know, we're looking forward to your upcoming solo project, man. We're looking forward to obviously welcoming you to the UK when you come over, you know. And yeah, definitely, man, I want to thank you so much for taking time out to you know, kick it with the Connoisseurs of Hip Hop, man. You know?
I appreciate And for the people, please, please, please check out the project Dawn of the Dead. I'm gonna send you over 2 other records that we just dropped. MGM and Too Legit. Both of those records are out now. Go follow our SoundCloud page at Dear Wrong Records. We got those 2 new singles out now. And then go follow me on my socials too. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty funny dude and a pretty motivating dude on all of my socials. So follow me on Twitter and Instagram at King Shampz. That's KINGSHAMPZ. Go follow me on that shit, man. And get ready for the wave. This the new wave, man. Dear Wrong Records. Bro, I appreciate you having me, man. For real. It's
amazing, man. Thank you so much. And until next time, my brother, much love and peace.
Much love. Peace, bro. Appreciate you.
Blessings, man.
Niggas lit, niggas sick, never slick, niggas too legit to quit.